Isaiah, can you talk about the matchup with Tatum, and obviously some of those shots he hit seemed like were pretty well guarded?
Yeah, man, I tried to make him tough. He hit some big shots. I think I played him all right for most of the game. I gave him a couple open looks, but he was just hitting tough shots. I was trying to contest it.
London, this team has not really struggled offensively most of the season the way it did tonight. Was it frustrating to have that happen? Because normally this is a very efficient offensive team. And
yeah, I mean, this was as weird as it sounds. I think this was one of our best defensive games. Just a tough plays at the end of the game by Jayson Tatum. But yeah, I really think that this is like that was like an old school Virginia, or a couple years ago Virginia game where we were just pretty much putting it all on the line on the defensive end. And yeah, like our old Virginia teams, we didn't have much offense, but we got to find a happy medium. I'm happy with the defense that we played today, except for the last couple of minutes. We just got to find a way to keep battling. Big time players are gonna make big time shots, and that's what he did. So.
London, you guys, what was the feeling at halftime? You had a lot of momentum there. Mamadi makes that play, dishes to Shayak to get the everything, and then they come out and they hit their first 5 shots in the second half. What was it like to kind of handle that flurry they had? And I'm sure you knew then that a run was coming.
What they started to run is what we in practice with. They kind of ran a ball screen action where the guard didn't dribble, so he could either pass, make a move, and the big guy was rolling, so it was tough. We do that to ourselves in practice all the time, and it's really almost impossible to guard. And that's when they got into their rhythm in the beginning of the second half. So yeah, we talk about it all the time in practice, how hard it is to guard, and they just came out and started doing it, and we just had to find a way to get over it. We did, and then obviously the end of the game with Tatum happened.
London is one of the program's winningest players of all time. You're not used to games like these, especially in the stretch that you guys have had since Villanova. How are you personally handling this, especially when it's close losses? Like
I'm just learning. I'm learning. I'm learning as much as everybody else is. It's not something I'm used to. But as leader of the team, I just got to feel like I got to keep my head up, keep my spirits high, because we got games to play. We got another tough one on Saturday. Still trying to not necessarily teach these guys, but trying to figure out how we can get the best out of everybody, regardless if they're not playing well, but just trying to keep everybody's spirits high, because we need everybody's confidence going into postseason and the end of this season. So I'm still learning, but I'm just trying to be the best leader I can right now.
Ty, after kind of a rough moment early, or rough moments, you seem to settle down and play really well. What kind of changed for you over the course of the game?
I don't think anything changed. I had one turnover early. Just wasn't sure with the ball, and I just told myself we got more basketball to play and just stay confident. And things started to go well a little bit, and we got to clean some things up at the end.
You've had some shooting issues the last few games. How much do you think that plays into the offensive struggles, and how do you kind of find your way out of that?
I don't know. I don't really know about offensive struggles in my shooting, because I was taking open shots and posting up and things like that. And I'm going to continue to take open shots when they're there. If I don't, it makes us struggle a little bit more just because nobody's playing me. But, up and downs, I find my rhythm. I got life.
Chris.
Isaiah, obviously Tatum got hot. This is the 19th time this season a team has shot a higher percentage in the second half than in the first half. Anything going on there that you guys can put a finger on, or is it just guys making plays more after halftime?
Well, when Jayson Tatum doesn't miss, obviously their field goal percentage is going to be high. So it's tough. I mean, I feel like we played pretty good defensively. I feel like there was one time he had the ball with 5 seconds on the shot clock at half court and still ended up making a shot. So, I mean, I feel like we got to watch the film. I feel like Isaiah did a good job contesting and doing things like that. He just made some big shots. But I feel like otherwise everybody I think, played pretty good defense. I don't know how much Grayson and Kennard had, but I feel like we kind of kept them under wraps for a good amount of the game. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you other than Jayson Tatum didn't miss. So.